Yeah, what's up, everybody? This is Ramon de la Cruz, Very Dad Things. We're on the move right now. In this episode, we're gonna mute the music as much as I love this reggae jam because it reminds me of hanging out with my boys. So step one is to make sure you have positive triggers in your life. So this song, man, reminded me when I was leaving my man's house recently. You might have seen it in the other video. He's heading to California, and I'm just so happy to be there with him, man. This song is playing in the background. Is that classic reggae we grew up with. It was a beautiful thing, and it was nostalgic. So make sure that you keep things around you that help you to be in touch with that nostalgia, right? Music, smells, man. Sometimes I gotta go to work and I don't want to be at work. You know what I do? I put suntan lotion on and I go to work. The smell makes me feel like I'm at the beach even though I'm not. I know, it sounds a little crazy, but these are little mind games you gotta play with yourself to keep yourself focused in the game. And focus is the key, because focus leads to balance. And with a heavy heart, I record this Very Dad Things, and I'm gonna rename it just for this one to Very Sad Things, because rest in peace to my beautiful sister, Ruth de la Cruz, who transcended this existence on her birthday, which there's something symbolic about that, about coming into the world and leaving the world on the same day. There's something magical about that. I did some research, and in the Jewish religion tradition, it's believed that you have a divine purpose in this life, and this divine purpose sends you here on a certain date. That's your birthday, your born day, right? And then when you've achieved everything in that divine existence that was intended, that was destined for you and your orbit in this lifetime, when you fulfill that perfectly, you leave on the day you came. It's almost like you have this spiritual contract, and grand opening, grand closing. I love my sister. I'm gonna miss her very much. I know my brothers love her. They're gonna miss her very much. And these are emotions that you have to experience. Crying is something you have to do. And I've done my fair share of crying today, this whole week. I'm thankful that I work somewhere that gave me time to really reconcile and grieve in my time, because that's all I've been doing is feeling the loss. And it's a loss to the universe. My sister was a magic, special spirit. Iron sharpens iron, and she was definitely my iron. So, Ruth Antonia de la Cruz, I love you. May you find peace. May you join Pop and Moms up in heaven. May your spirit rejoice, filled with love, and I hope your birthday song was the best one ever. So Ramon de la Cruz here with Very Dad Things. Today's special edition of Very Sad Things. And the lesson here is that, it's okay to be sad sometimes. It's all right to not be all right. It's all right to not be super happy. You know what I'm saying? You got to balance those two things out. And the overarching lesson here is that the first thing we need to have is balance. We need to balance our emotions, the happy, the sad. In great times, we have to remind ourselves to relax. In terrible times, we have to remind ourselves to feel up. And this is Very Dad Things with Ramon de la Cruz. Peace, my sons.